And again, as soon as you mention push-ups to a female, she automatically says, I'm not strong, I can't do them. But it is a lovely target to be able to hit and to have that ability to move your own body weight, to be strong, to be lean. That's a very empowering feature. So I want you to give your time and attention to push-ups. I'm going to show you a few different options for it, and you're going to work your way through them in order to be able to accomplish a full body weight push-up, okay? We are going to start on our knees, and again there's a few different options for these. The first one we're going to do is what's called a hand release push-up. Now, the hand setup, you can go with a wide-handed position, which is going to work more through the chest. You'll typically see this with males. However, as a female who would like to work through the bingo wings, I would like you to establish a closer hand position, so that whenever you're in the bottom position, your hands are directly on the outside of your chest, elbows are glued in towards your ribs, and then your straight arms are just in that hands below your shoulder position, okay? So starting with your knees on the floor, I want you to ensure that your hips come down with you and that you're bracing in through the abs, into the glutes, so that your body has a nice tight structure. From here then, your hand release push-ups means you drop to your chest to the floor, you remove your hands, and then you come back in and then push yourself out of the position. So to start the position, I'll go face on. So again, I'm going to stay on my knees here. I'm going to walk out. So my palms and my hands are directly below my shoulders. From here, I'm going to lower all the way to the floor. Notice my elbows keep in tight towards my body. Reach out with my hands, come back in, and then again, I'm going to push away. Notice I don't move too fast, but I've got full range of motion. Now, what that looks like from the side. Again, exact same thing. I'm on my knees, hands come out, so they're directly below the shoulders. I'm going to lean forward, elbows come into my ribs. Notice here that I've got a gap underneath my body, so I'm keeping my hips up, and then I push all the way up to the top. Once you get familiar with those, then we can practice moving onto our toes. Once you move onto your toes, think about feet out wider to give you a wider base of support and to allow it to feel a wee bit easier. So once it comes into that position, feet out wide, remember, again bend the elbows, drop your chest to the floor and then push all the way up. Now what typically happens here is that you haven't got enough core strength, so you end up doing floppy movements. So again, I want you to stay nice and tight, move slow through the exercise and push all the way up. Other ways as to how you can improve this by staying in your full form push-up is attaching a band to the squat rack. So the band comes from the middle of the squat rack all the way around your hips, and you're able to perform the exercise with a wee bit more support into that hip region. We do and we should be focusing or aspiring to be able to do a full push-up no matter what age you are, no matter what your level or ability is. It is a lovely achievement to be able to do. It is challenging, yes, but does not mean it's out of your reach. So please follow these steps and aspire to be that female that achieves a full body weight push-up.